So you're ready to buy your first house. Now what? For someone who's new to home buying, there can be a lot of unknowns about how to proceed. The first question is how much you can afford. You're going to want to have a look online, go through a mortgage qualifier, and just get a rough sense of where your budget might be. That'll give you an idea of what types of properties you can be looking at and what price range would be of interest to you. And then, of course, you can just go ahead and look online. How much do you need to save? Well, in Canada, generally speaking, we need to have about 5% saved up for the down payment. And then the closing costs on a purchase are going to be about 1.5%. So that'll cover things like property inspections, title transfers, all those fees at your lawyers. Fortunately, you don't have to pay a realtor when you're purchasing, so that's good news. Of course, you're also going to want to check your credit. You can go to TransUnion or Equifax and pull a report for free. You get one of those per year. That'll give you an idea of how your credit looks. But most importantly, what you want to do is get pre-approved. We recommend you work with a qualified mortgage professional who's done this many times before and can get all of your questions answered. They'll need a lot of information from you about your income and your employment history, so just make sure you get that to them and they can give you an exact idea of what your final pre-approval amount would be. And of course, at that time, it's going to be time to sit down and meet with a realtor. You're going to want to have that information with you and do a good needs assessment with someone that you can trust, either someone who's been referred to you or someone you might have heard online or by the radio or something like that. And go ahead and have that conversation and talk about the types of properties that you're interested in and where you might like to live. Once you've seen a few properties, maybe 5, 10, or in some cases 40 if it takes that long, it's time to make an offer. Your realtor is going to manage that whole process for you to talk about terms and conditions, deposit funds, and what that process will look like. Of course, at that time, they're going to go ahead and write the offer, submit it, and negotiate it for you. And then in the background, they'll also be sending documents off to lawyers and to your mortgage broker to make sure that they have everything that they need to finalize that mortgage and get it in place. And then possession day is the day where those funds will transfer and the property becomes yours. You'll likely do a pre-possession walkthrough the day before that just to make sure that the property's in the kind of condition that it should be in before those funds do transfer. After that, time to get moved. So hopefully you found that helpful. If you have any questions or you want to chat more, feel free to give us a shout here at Atkinson & Associates Realty, 403-795-all-sevens. You'll see us online at atkinsonteam.ca, or you can also email us at office@atkinsonteam.ca.